If you are avoiding sex with your partner because you are worried about not being able to perform, if your libido has completely vanished and you can't figure it out why, if you are in a great relationship but there is this massive elephant in the bedroom that neither of you will talk about, this isn't just embarrassing. It might be your body's way of screaming that you are headed for a heart attack. I just watched Dr. Mohit Carey on The Diary of CEO. He's Stanford urologist who spent 17 years studying male and female sexual dysfunction. And he dropped statistics that genuinely terrified me. But more importantly, he explained something that could save your life and your relationship. Let me start with some numbers because they are shocking. 40% of men at the age of 40 will have erectile dysfunction, 50% at 50, 60% at 60. And here is the thing. This isn't just about sex. If you are a man with ED, there is a 15% chance that you will have heart attack or stroke within the next 7 years. One study showed that on average, ED starts 39 months before a heart attack. It's not random. It's your body's early warning system. And for women, 43 to 48% suffer from some form of sexual dysfunction, but only 90% seek help. That means millions of people, men and women, are suffering in complete silence. Dr. Kira introduced this concept called sex span. Just like we talk about lifespan and health span, sex span is how long you are able to engage in satisfying sexual activity. And most people want their sex span to last as long as their lifespan. The problem is, for most of us, it won't, unless we do something about it. So, what's destroying our sex spans? One word: obesity. Here is how it works. Fat cells contains enzyme called aromatase. Aromatase literally eats up your testosterone and converts it into estrogen. So the more fat you have, the less testosterone you have. Fat cells also secrete cortisol and leptin, which shut down your body's natural testosterone production. And get this, testosterone levels in men have dropped almost 300 points from 1970s to 2015. We went from an average of 700 nanograms per deciliter to mid-400s in just 45 years. But here's the good news. It's reversible. If you lose 10% of your body weight, you can gain 85 points of testosterone back. Lose 15% of your body weight, you gain 250 points back. It's bidirectional. It goes both ways. The problem is, as obesity goes up and it's skyrocketing, especially in young people, we are creating a generation that's starting at lower testosterone levels than ever before. And low testosterone doesn't just kill your sex drive. It affects your heart, your risks of diabetes, your muscle mass. It's not just about sex, it's about your entire health. Now let's talk about something nobody wants to admit: pornography. Dr. Kia explained this concept he calls expectation reality delta. When you watch excessive pornography, your expectations becomes one thing and your reality becomes another thing. The gap between what you expect and what's actually happening causes you dysfunction. And the numbers are terrifying. 2020 study found that people watching 300 minutes of porn per week, that's 5 hours, 40% of them had erectile dysfunction. A 2021 study of 3,400 men aged 18 to 35 found that the greater the viewing frequency, the greater the dysfunction. But here's what really hit me. Young men aged 18 to 24 reporting no sexual activity in the past year went from 18 to 30% in just a few years. Think about it. We are heading toward a world where a third of young men aren't having sex at all. And why would they? It's so easy now. Just 3 clicks of unlimited access, whatever you want. No rejection, no effort, no awkwardness. But what's happening is we are rewriting our brains to prefer the screen over the real thing. Here is something I experienced myself, and maybe you too. The psychogenic component, the mind game. You lose your erection one time. Maybe you were drunk. Maybe you were tired or stressed. Just one time. But the next time you are having sex, you are thinking, I hope I don't lose my erection again. And the second you think that thought, you lose it. Because you are so worried about losing it that you can't stay present. Now it's happened twice. Third time, even more anxious. Now sex has become an anxiety-provoking event instead of a pleasurable one. You are stuck in a vicious cycle. Dr. Kira explained there is actually a solution for this. Daily Cialis. Not the big dose you take before sex, a low 5 mg dose you take every day. Here is why it works. You don't have to think about it anymore. The medication is always on board. You just have sex whenever you want. And here is the crazy part. It's one of the only things that actually reverse erectile dysfunction, not just masks it. It physically strengthens the penile tissue, like going to the gym strengthens your muscles. It protects the lining of your blood vessels, and it's cheap now, 90 pills for 15 to 20 bucks. After a few months of consistent good erections, your anxiety is gone. Then you can taper off, and often the erection stays good because you've broken the psychological cycle. Now, this changed my understanding of testosterone. Testosterone isn't just for men. Women make more testosterone than any other hormone in their body. When women have higher testosterone, they see improved in libido, muscle mass, bone density, sense of well-being, even cognition. But here's the tragedy. There is no single FDA-approved testosterone product for women in the United States. For men, Dr. Kira said something that stopped me. And I quote, "If you were to check one blood test to assess a man's overall health, it's his testosterone level." One blood test, because low testosterone is linked to heart attacks, diabetes, obesity, depression, and bone fractures. It's not just about sex, it's a barometer of your entire health. And he just published the results of the Rewires trial, 5,200 patients over 6 years, and it finally proved that testosterone does not increase heart attack risk, does not increase prostate cancer, and does not worsen urinary symptoms. Decades of fear mongering debunked. One more thing he did. A study with 850 patients looking at depression and testosterone. 92% of men with low testosterone had some degree of depression. 17% had severe depression. After 1 year of testosterone treatment, severe depression dropped from 17 to 2. What? Here is the insight that I think is the most important. Sex span is a couple's disease. Dr. Kira told this story about early in his career. He was treating men, getting them great erections, great libido. Then a woman called him, absolutely frantic woman. She said, "You are treating my husband. You've given him great erection and great libido, but I don't want to have sex with him. And he wants to have sex with me all the time. Now we have a terrible relationship. You are ruined our relationship." And he realized you either leave both people low or you raise them both. But you cannot raise one without the other. It's a setup for disaster. Think about it this way. If tomorrow your partner said, "I'm never having sex with you again. Unless you cheat or leave, you are not having sex." Your partner's health is your sex life. And here's the shocking stat. Only 43% of men with new erectile dysfunction even tell their partners. Why do? They start avoiding sex, making excuses. "I am tired, not tonight." And the partners start thinking, maybe I'm not attractive anymore. Maybe he doesn't want me. Communication is everything. And it starts with just being honest about what's happening. So what do we actually do? Dr. Kira came up with some solution. He calls them 4 pillars: diet, exercise, sleep, and stress reduction. And he said something powerful. "I don't have a pill on the planet stronger than these 4 combined." Here is the specific protocol. Diet. Mediterranean diet. A study took 110 obese men, put half on Mediterranean diet for 2 years, no Viagra, no pills, significant improvement in erectile function just from changing their food. Same results in women. Sleep. 7 to 8 hours. Classic. We hear it again. Less than 6 hours significantly increase sexual dysfunction risks. More than 9 doesn't help more, it plateaus. Exercise, 160 minutes per week. That's 40 minutes, 4 times a week of moderate, vigorous exercise. Give it 6 months. Studies show it significantly improves erectile function, and the worse your ED, the greater the improvement. And look, I know, it isn't sexy. Everyone wants the pill, quick fix. But Dr. Kira's message is clear. You want a cure, not a band-aid. And these 4 things are the cure. The world is changing in ways that are destroying our sex span. We are more obese, more sedentary, more stressed, and more pornography is in the game. addicted, more isolated than ever before. The numbers are only getting worse. But you are not powerless. Check your testosterone levels, lose the weight, start the Mediterranean diet this week, get your 160 minutes of exercise, talk to your partners, actually talk, not just coexist. And remember what Dr. Kira's father told him before he died. Don't wait till the end. Enjoy the ride. Peace.